Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a new videographer today, so I don't know if you're looking at my nose or my ear or everything. But anyways, we just picked up a trailer. Shout out to the driver mod, my buddy Anthony. Let me borrow a trailer on a whim. Super cool guy. We need more people like this in the car community. Like my group of friends that we're with were always like willing to go out and help the next person, and I feel like that's what the car community is missing these days. But little side quest today. Picked up the trailer. I'm actually heading out to the LZ compound to pick up Rudnik's E36. He has an issue with his exhaust manifold, and I spoke to my fabricator, and he's willing to jump on it and try to get it done before the drift event on the 22nd in Atlanta. So we're heading out there. We're going to pick up the car. We're going to run and drop it off at my uncle's shop to get the suspension and the alignment dialed in for him, and then I'm going to pull the manifold off while we're there and take it to him so he can get it all welded up, and hopefully I'll probably do fluids and all the other maintenance stuff for him. That way when he gets back from wherever he's at right now, he can jump in the car and try to get some seat time with it before the competition. I don't want to see my boy go out there in the car like brake or go in the limp mode or just not perform. Like, I would like to see him be able to get in it, drive it a little bit. If there's an issue, let's fix it now, get it back on the track, and I think he could be competitive in it. Hopefully, as long as the car holds up, I think we'll be good to go. So, on the way to the compound. Alright guys, so we got the truck and trailer back to AJ's here in Orange City, my uncle's shop. So we are going to get the truck unloaded. We're going to do an alignment on it tomorrow for Chris and get it all set up. Falling down the rabbit hole once again. Just ordered a wide man, having my buddy come to tune it because it's really it runs really bad at idle. You can barely keep it idled. It's just really weird. So it needs a wide man and needs a proper tune. So we're going to take care of that for him as well. And yeah, get it aligned today or tomorrow morning. I'm going to pull the manifold off, take it to the fabricator, have that fixed. Should be good. Should be good to go. Keep you guys updated on it.
Good morning. The next day, here at AJ's Tires in Orange City, they gave me a spot on the lift. So we're going to put the BMW up this morning and throw alignment on it. Got the specs sent over from Jimmy on his E36. We're going to try to match it as best we can to this car. Kind of go from there. Kind of match it and go from there. So I think it's going to be pretty good. This thing looks so good coming up the road.
the alignment's done. I just took this thing for a drive down in the industrial park over here. This thing absolutely fucking rips. Didn't go too crazy. I did a couple of circles, couple figure eights just to fill out the alignment, and it's on ball tires, but either way, it's dialed. It feels so good. Sorry, I was looking at the manifolds and stuff that Chris has been concerned about, and I don't see like crazy amounts of damage. There is a spot that was repaired, but I believe that the exhaust is coming from like the flex joints. They look like they were like rubbed through. So I'm gonna get it home, put on jack stands, start it up, try to pinpoint exactly where the exhaust leaks are coming from, address those. A couple issues we found under the car: the rack is leaking, slight wheel bearing play, and the passenger front. Your CV axle, both boots are torn, and it's missing adjustment bolt on the driver rear traction arm, I think they call it, that adjusts the toe in the rear. So we're gonna get all that situated, probably fluids, and besides that, this thing should be ready to rock. It feels really good. I can't wait to drive this thing on the track. Chris is supposed to let me take it to OSW when we rent out the track and do a couple laps in it. Super stoked on it. It's been a long time since I've been in a proper car, and this thing, just a little driving I did right now, feels amazing. Absolutely love it. So, all right, guys. So I just got the phone with Chris. I got the car up on jack stands, got under it with it running, and the collector that we thought was the issue, where he had it fixed before, it's not leaking. But both collector gaskets on both sides are completely shot. For some reason, someone at some point in time cut the V-bands off of these manifolds, because they come with V-bands on them, and they welded that stupid old school like 3-bolt manifold flange on it for whatever reason. And the exhaust manifold gasket on the passenger side is just pissing out exhaust against the firewall. So I don't think we need to pull the header and take it to the fab shop. That would be cool, but he already ordered headers. It would be in the best interest of the car to just replace them, because these ones are trashed. But I think we can make do with what we have and get this thing to the track. I don't know. He's crazy. He just hit me up and he's like, "Oh man, I think I'm gonna drive the car." He's like, "They have practice on Friday," and I was gonna tow the car up there for him on Friday evening when I get out of work and just shoot straight there. But he's like, "I'll just drive it so I can get practice." So I guess it'd be if it makes it all the way there, change the fluids and just let it eat. I don't see why it wouldn't. It feels really good. All right, so I got this fucking thing out. 3 different size bolts, 3 different size nuts, no anti-seize. Use Alibaba hardware. Everything was seized up. Oh, that's a good time. Good time. So I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's now, try to find this gasket if they have it. If not, I'll order it, and some LS exhaust manifold gaskets. Just got back from AutoZone. They actually had these damn old Chevy rat rod collector gaskets in stock. All new hardware because everything broke on the car as usual. I'm gonna throw a little bit of copper on it just to try to seal it up a little bit better and get us through the one event. Anything has to be better than those. It had these, I don't know if I showed or not, I think I did, but it had these, like, these are aluminum, like collector gaskets. As you can tell, like, they weren't sealing. So I feel like these are a little bit more pliable, the composite ones, and if I put the RTV on it too, it should be a little bit better. Have no idea why someone cut off the V-bands, and I mean, yeah, and put those stupid gaskets on there. That's crazy. But they did not have the manifold gasket in stock, so I might have one in my cabinet. I'll have to check in a minute from my LS. But I'm gonna try to tighten it up. Maybe it fixes it, maybe it doesn't. If it don't, we'll just order some from Amazon, have them shipped over. I think the wideband is supposed to be delivered today. I'll have Chris check on that. So if so, I'll weld that bung in. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to do. Also, why the car was running like crap, I don't think we're gonna have to get the manifolds fixed, and I also don't think we're gonna have to tune it, because the collectors were literally, the gaskets were doing nothing. The exhaust was literally dumping at the header, so the O2 sensors weren't reading, which makes sense on why the car is running like crap at idle and it's running extremely rich. So this might just be all it needs. It's also leaking some kind of fluid under there. Rear transmission seal, I believe. I don't know. Well, we'll just add that to the list as well. Hell yeah. Holy shit, guys. I am beat. The driver's side collector, fucking nightmare. Whoever did that is a fucking idiot. They put the bolt on top of the collector. You can't get to it at all. I finally got it, but it took me about 2 hours for one bolt. So it's all together. I'm gonna let it sit overnight, let the RTV, all that shit dry really good, and then I'll fire it up tomorrow and check, see if there's any other leaks. I know the manifold is leaking. You guys probably can't see. Oh yeah. But manifold's leaking right here. You can see it, you can hear it when it's running, kind of like a tick kind of pop. You guys know what I'm talking about if you know about cars, but I have to order those. I think that's gonna fix the exhaust. The driver's side literally only had one bolt and it was hand tight. So it was absolutely doing it. It was just running open header, which makes sense that the car was running weird, went idle, and is running extremely rich. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be good. Yeah. So until tomorrow, we'll get back on it, pick up where we left off. Yo. Next day, guys. Found some Cometic exhaust manifold gaskets in stock, actually, at O'Reilly's, believe it or not. So I just got out here. I went ahead and tightened down the manifolds at both sides. They were tight, but they weren't like tight. I got like half a turn on every bolt on the exhaust manifolds. So hopefully that fixed the small leak on this side. If it did, we're good to go. We can move on to the next phase of the project here. I'm about to fire it up and actually, fingers crossed. Sounds better, for sure. Still hear exhaust leak somewhere. Alright, so I think we're good. The manifold's not leaking, so I'll return those gaskets. That's cool. There is a slight one on the very bottom, thankfully, on this side where they welded that flange on. I'm gonna get my buddy to come over and weld that up for me when he does the, still running rich. But I'm gonna have him weld that up when he comes to put in the O2 bung. So, dude, that's sick. So, Chris, there's a small leak, tiniest leak on the driver's side collector. I know it sucks, but it doesn't have to do with the, I think we'll be all right. It's minute. If I can get him in there to weld it, perfect. If not, I think we're gonna send it like that and just wait for the new headers, dude. So that's exciting. Stoked.
6,000 people watching, dude.
No.
I don't know how to act.
All right, guys, I finally found scissors, so I'm trying to get this thing cut out. Derek showed up with his welder. He's going to weld in that bung that I was showing you guys a little bit ago for the wide van. Right here. So, and he's gonna fix a small little leak under there. You haven't been under there yet.
No.
But it's not bad.
It's not.
I'll show you exactly. I mean, this is the hardest part.
This is gonna
Setting this thing.
Yeah.
I don't have a drill.
What?
I'm just kidding. I have one. It's an old school one. You have to like twist it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But on a serious note, though, me and Derek used to have a shop together, a performance shop actually, a couple years ago. We're still really good friends. Do you still have YouTube or no?
Yeah, I do, but I mean, don't really do anything with it.
All right. Well, if you guys want to go take a look at it, it's Volusia United Performance. I believe that's the name of our old shop. I believe he's not very active on it now, but you guys should go over there and say what's up and watch his old videos because my Tahoe build is on there. That's actually really cool. I had an 800 horsepower Tahoe. That entire build's on there. A bunch of other stuff we did at the shop's on there, and it's actually really good content. You guys should go by, subscribe to his channel, and let him know. Take a look at his videos.
and let him know, like, he should be doing something with that. I think so. So he has all the equipment, the camera, the computer, and kind of went stagnant. We kind of moved on to normal jobs, and everything just kind of went. But you guys should go show him some support, and if you like it, tell him in the, like, comment on his video and say, like, hey, hear from Chris's video. I think you should definitely do more content because I enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool. But we're gonna get back to work on this thing, and yeah. Bung welded in. Derek just left. I got the wiring fixed for all the gauges. The air fuel is being really weird. I calibrated it and everything by the directions, and it's still not giving an accurate reading. It's kind of like all over the place. I don't know if it's a bad sensor, or I don't believe that it's the position of the O2 bung. It looks pretty good, but if you start it up, and I go into error code, then it heats. I got all these working again. Once it heats up, it won't give me an accurate reading. It's like jumping back and forth. At this point, I do believe the car will be able to compete in the event next Saturday, and I also believe that it'll do well. It runs really well. Obviously, we're going to do the fluids and all that stuff before, but the exhaust leaks are fixed. The exhaust is actually coming out of the mufflers now. It sounds really good. Yeah, so I really do think this thing's going to be solid, and I'm going to get a hold of my buddy Andrew and see if he wants to come see, maybe take a look at the wideband situation. But I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. Thanks to all the new subscribers and everything like that. 10,000 subs, free paint job. Bring it to the shop, take care of it. No problem at all. So if you guys want to go ahead and share the video and try to get us there, I believe we're at almost 6,000 subs currently, 6,000. So we're about halfway there. At 10,000, I am going to post a video, choose a winner, bring me your car, I'm going to paint it. And I don't think this is going to be the first time we do this. I think this is going to be a normal thing. Bring the car, I'll film the process, just like I did with Chris's, and we'll make a video on it. And you get a free car, or a paint job. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks.